Today we are going
Testing.
to. I am explaining. No. Today we are going to discuss. Wait. Today I am a live interview session.
Hi Vikram, how are you? How are you doing? Let me introduce myself first. Currently, I am working as a estate here.
Okay.
From last 2 years. So this
Wow,
is your
great.
first testing round. In this round, what we are going to do? We are going to discuss about the generic or basic fundamentals of the testing. In this round, you can expect testing questions, few Selenium questions, few Java questions, and we are going to discuss with the APIs. So this is what we are looking for. So
Wow,
now,
great.
before we are starting, could you please introduce yourself? Hello sir, this is Vikram. I am having 2+ years of experience in testing, and I worked on the web application as well as the mobile application. So currently I am working for a ABC company, and I am responsible for the automation of the web application. Even I am involved in the API testing. Yeah, that's great. Can you explain a bit about your current project so we'll have fair idea what you are doing and what is your roles and responsibilities? Currently, I'm working for an e-commerce project. In this, we are having a web application along with we are looking for a delivery part as well. So the thing is, let's say we have like a Flipkart. Let's say we have portal. So user can come and user can place a request. And for inventory part, like a e-cart, Flipkart is having a e-cart. Similar application we are also having. So what we are doing, let's say any end user is coming to our application. So whatever they are going to purchase, based on the purchase, we are going to manage the inventory as well. So along with for front end part, what we are doing, we are automating the front end part using the UI or web application, and similar way another side we are doing the data validation from the API side. So like this, we are working on an API as well as the web application. So this is how we are working, and my day-to-day activity is usually what we are doing. Initially, starting of sprint, we are starting with the writing a new test ideas or test cases. After that, once we get the approval from the manager, after that we are going to automate the test idea based on the business flow. So here we are going a gold approach, which means what we are doing, we are automating the web application, and from API side we are asserting the data. So that means we are testing both the level, UI level as well as the database level using API. So this is how we are doing. This is our day-to-day activity. That's great. First, we are starting with the testing concepts. So first, can you tell me what is the difference between smoke testing and regression testing, and when you are going to perform this? Yeah, sure sir. So whenever we are getting a new build, by that time we are going to perform a smoke testing. In smoke testing, we are going to make sure that basic functionality of the application is working fine. For example, let's say I'm working on a login functionality. So what we are doing, we have written certain test cases. So what we are going to validate with the positive data. So like that, first we are going to check with the sign up flow. So we are able to sign up with the new user, then we are able to sign up with the old user, existing user, then we are going to check the login flow. So in login flow, like what we are going, in login flow, what we are doing, we are checking or we are testing, we are able to perform the login operation or not. So this is a smoke testing. And in regression testing, what we are doing, let's say whatever test cases we have written in or executed in previous build. So for example, let's say I am working on a build 2.0. Now whenever development team release a build 3.0, by that time what we are going to do, we are going to verify whatever test cases are available in 2.0 and that was passed in the same in new build. in 3.0 we are making sure that all the test ideas are still pass and application is work. So this is the difference between the smoke testing and regression testing. Now I'll ask you one question for retesting and regression testing. So you have to tell me exact number. The thing is, let's say in build 2.0 you have written 100 test cases for one functionality. Now the thing is, out of 100, 20 were failed and 80 were passed. Now whenever you are going to get a new build, by that time what you are doing? Tell me exact number in retesting cycle, how many test ideas you are going to execute, and in regression testing or regression testing cycle, how many test ideas you are going to execute. Just tell me exact number. Okay. So whenever we are going to get a next build, by that time retest all the bugs. So my 20 test cases were failed. So those 20 test cases we are going to include in a retesting cycle. After that we are going to perform a regression testing or before like that. So in regression testing we are exactly going to test 80 test cases, and in retesting we are going to execute that's test cases. You are right. So now we are moving into API automation part. After that we will ask some few questions for the automation or web automation. So you told you are performing API testing as well and you are using very good approach, which is gold approach. Yeah, I like it. So tell me one thing. What is the difference between post and put API? So whenever we are going to create new resource, let's say we are taking example of student. For student application, let's say we need to create a one entry of student in DB. So what we are doing, for creating a one entry of student, we have to pass few parameters. Let's say student name, student email ID, student roll number, or class name. So we are writing that API. By that time, what it does, it is going to create a one resource or one entry of student in the server or DB.
Yes.
So now the thing is, whenever we are going to hit the same request, or whenever we are going to hit the post request with the same data, by the time what will happen, it is going to give me error if there is some duplicate data validation. If there is a no validation, by that time what will happen, it will going to create a new duplicate resource. And in the post API, the same thing happens. But what is the difference here? In post API, every time we are going to create a one resource, but in put API, what it does, it is going to check if copy is available. If copy is available and then we are passing some different data, then it will override the data. Otherwise what it will do, if copy is not available, then it will generate the new copy. Alright. For example, for each and every student, email ID is a unique. So if I am using that email ID and I am hitting the post request, I am hitting the put request. So what it will do, it will update the rest of the data. So whatever data I have passed, let's say for example I have passed roll number, class number, class details, so it will going to update. So like this this is the difference of the put and post API. So now we are moving into Selenium part. So tell me first thing, what is the difference between find element and find elements method? So when we are going to use find element method, so it is going to return me a one element, first magic element. So let's say in my web page there are 10 same elements or similar elements. So what it will do, it is just pick the first value and it is going to return me that element. But suppose I have written wrong XPath or element is not available in my web page, by that time for find element method we are getting a null pointer exception because my element is not available. Now we are moving to find elements method. So in find elements method, what it will does, let's say in my web page 10 similar elements are available, so it will return me a value in a list. So all these 10 elements I'll get as a list, and after that I can proceed on to any element. Let's say I want to test or I want to execute something on second element, or I want to click, or I want to send text. So from that list I can pick the any particular element and I can perform the action. So this is the difference between find elements and find element method. Yeah, one more thing. In find elements method,
Yes.
let's say element is not available, by that time we will get the empty list. We won't get any exception.
Okay. Yeah,
So
alright.
this is the
Yeah,
basic
okay.
difference between the find element and find elements method. That's great. So this is all about the first round. So now I share the feedback with the HR, and after this, there will be multiple rounds. As you are aware of, HR has already told you. So next round will be a Java round. So typically in Java round, what we are doing, we are asking basic questions of the Java, and there will be few data structure questions. It depends on the which team you are going to assign. So based on that, you will have Java round, and after that we will have third round of which is web application and API automation. So after the, if you clear second and third round, after that you will have a one HR discussion or manager discussion round. You can ask me if you have any questions. I will be happy to answer. Sir, sorry, Nissan. I would like to know. Suppose I'm selected, then I wants to know what will be my work. Well, that's a great question. So what I would say, there are openings in multiple teams. So one opening is in my team, and another opening is my colleague's team. So currently what we are doing, we are working on a finance application. So it's a kind of stock market and everything. So you have mentioned in your CV, I have just gone through. You have mentioned your experience in stock market and everything. So what will be your role? So you have to automate the web application, and for API part here in our case it will be little complex. So we are dealing with a huge kind of data, and there are so many hell lot of Ajax calls. So you have to automate, and you have to it's a crucial thing. So what you have to do, there are so many users are purchasing the stocks and each and every second. So during market hours or whenever the peak time, by that time your application should be, so by that time you have to this kind of scenarios you have to come up, and you have to automate this kind of scenarios. So this is what we are looking for. And about the next project or other project, my colleague will able to help you. You can ask in the next round, so you will get to know.
Okay.
So this is what I can say. Yeah. Thank you again. Thanks for your time. Yeah, that's great. Thank you, sir. Okay, you can wait here for some time. HR will get back to you.